Hello, hello, hello. I'll be doing a collective reading for the week ahead for the collective of YouTube subscribers, non subscribers, those who just come to this channel to check it out. So, we will be just pulling on the energy. In a minute, I'm going to go ahead and just prepare us. Remember, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, share the rest. You never know who you can help. If you want an individual session, you can go to the description box below and schedule that session. You can also check out one of the videos that I just made today for special promotions that we have for November 18th. So right before New Year, so let's just get hyped up. The energy feels a bit foggy or unclear. So some of you could be having some residual energy from ascension, from initiation, from different, and what does that mean? It could just be there's different things that you have been grappling with, the different changes that you're going through, big pivotal changes, divorces, marriages, job changes, buying new homes, moving out of state, or even just realizing that the things that you grew up knowing aren't the things that you I guess believe in or are in alignment with, and so there's a lot of thought processes, there's a lot of a grief, there's a feeling of loss for some, and for others, I mean, you know, the harvest energy brings renewal. I mean, for everyone it brings renewal, but a lot of people may not feel renewed. But just be patient. Your time is coming. It's reap what you sow energy for sure. It's transformation energy. There's a lot of, also there's, seems to be a lot of legal issues coming up. A lot of luck that people are having. So, I mean, the energy is conducive to harvest time and reaping what you sow. There could be someone specifically going through a custody battle. There could be someone that just is feeling like things are unfair. Like I said, take what resonates. I'll be as general as I can for this, and then we'll pull on the energy in the middle of the week to see what's coming up for around the new moon. Scorpio. Yeah, we're in Scorpio season, so happy birthday, Scorpio. Those born under the sun sign of Scorpio. It's just get it done energy. Many of you could be in the energy of Capricorn at this time, crossing your T's, dotting your I's, discovering new things about yourself, discovering new things about other people around you, hidden secrets, hidden agendas. The frenemies are kind of like coming out. Let's see what Source's message is. I felt something flip over. And it could just be feelings as things are not exactly how they seem to be. Okay? So let's see. We have Airwas. The symbol for Airwas is horse. And horse is about liberation, but it also can be transportation, movement, progress, trust, and change, as we have just channeled. We also hone in here regarding challenges, frustration, or things that feel like psychological blocks. However, it may not be a psychological block. It could just be that there's some healing going on. Then you can be in the energy of Isa, where it's feeling a bit stagnant. However, there really isn't any stagnancy, or there could be stagnancy and rejection, just depending on your situation. But rejection is protection. I know that sounds cliche. I know we say it a lot. But remember, we do energy reads because we have cycles in life, and there are patterns. And once you get to know those patterns and understand those patterns, when you have an energy reader tell you something that you feel like is deja vu, it's probably because it is. It's probably because you could be repeating a cycle depending on what's going on. Or it's just for you to pay attention to, okay, well, what do I need to do differently this time? Or just really have faith in things going in a different way. Let's see what the factor is for the collective. So we have Nadis, and the symbol for Nadis is destitution and temperance. Patience, okay? This is constraint. This is sacrifice. Feeling the pains of not knowing what's going to come next. Feeling the utter, I guess you could say, the utter agony of, like, what's going to happen next? You have no idea. And obviously adjustments are required because here I am adjusting. And so, take what resonates. Like I said, just feels like you can see it better there. Pain has two faces, distress and deliverance. Okay? So you could be feeling it, or you could be being delivered from the sacrifice of the waiting and having the patience. Okay, either way it goes, it's protected, and you will be liberated soon. So there's a feeling of not feeling liberated here for many of you, and there's a feeling of liberation for some of you. And for some of you, that could be your dilemma. It's like now you're free to do what you want to do, but you're kind of feeling stuck in it. So let's see. What is the advice? What is the advice? Jara. And the symbol for Jara is harvest and justice, growth, fertility, rebirth. This is the end of a cycle. Okay. Also, it has to do with prosperity. It could also give you a timeline of a year. For those of you who have foresight, very strong intuition, there will be some revelations, some downloads that you'll be getting, and you're going to be needing more self-reliance, more endurance, and more thinking of how are you going to contemplate these downloads as far as health-wise goes. So that just means, are you drinking enough water? Are you eating healthy? Are you exercising? Do what works for you, obviously, because you're going to know how you're going to be able to have endurance during this time, because it's very, very, can become very, very draining when you are on a spiritual journey, especially if you read for others or you're working on something new that is taking on creative endeavors. But discernment and your intuition are always sources of energy that need to be you need to be at peace. You need to be ready and willing to take on what it is that Source is telling you to be obedient about. So there's obedience that's required here for you to have success, for your goals to be realized, and make sure that you're honoring your accomplishments during this time. We have Uruz, and the symbol for Uruz is bull. So we have a horse, we have the bull, and I mean, this could have something to do with being in Taurus energy, which I believe that Taurus is also the Hierophant. So, you know, we have higher power here, always, obviously, but it's just really like confirming again, strength, tenacity, courage, and the untamed potential. And we have freedom again. So also symbol of freedom. So it's just really feeling like a lot of freedom here, even though your new beginnings or your endings are feeling overwhelming in some kind of way. Let's see what the oracle message is. All right, let's see. What's the oracle message for the collective? What is the oracle message for the collective? If you're feeling froggy, then jump. Whatever that means to somebody. I mean, yeah. So it's get it done time. Like I said, I'm first really feeling a lot of you in Capricorn energy, organizing things, getting things done, knocking things out, planning things out. Could be overworking. There could be some overthinking happening here. Do not know why this is taking long, but there is a specific message in here. Let's see. So maybe have some grace with yourself, take a step back. So there is a lot of patience required during this stage in your journey, because we just have nothing flipping out, nothing happening. Whoop, there we go. Looks like there's two here. Wow. So we have Divine Destiny, the Path of the Divine Warrior, and we have Abundance of Sothis, stellar blessings of the celestial goddess of abundance. And so, I mean, if we look at these cards, it's fine if we look at these cards and they tell you pretty pictures, but the energy already told us this. We are here being liberated and going into harvest, going into abundance. Because here we have, you see that? Abundance. You see that? The grains, what was it, the horn of plenty or something that is during Thanksgiving. But there's a lot of symbols that we grew up with that we're not even sure what their meanings are. And so we're going to start to unravel a lot of those things. That doesn't mean we dismiss them. That doesn't mean that we delete them. That doesn't mean that they don't mean anything for us anymore. But we will start to understand the true meaning of our origins, of where we come from, and be accepting and allowing of that. Because we've been taught that things are a certain way. And if you want to accept whatever you've been taught, I mean, that's absolutely perfect. But there are some people that need to know the origins of exactly where they've been or where they've come from, whether you believe in other lives or not, just in, ancestor-wise, because that information is going to be helpful to them to understand what is their divine purpose. And so that's going to be unraveling here. High Priestess. I mean, mysteries revealed in the eyes of Isis. And we have the high priestess. The high priestess, the all-knowing, the person that knows, because it could be a man or a woman. We all have feminine and masculine energy. So, it could be a man, but it is someone who is in very balanced energy between their masculine and feminine energies. They are knowing, they're speaking with the Most High, directly have a divine connection. I meant a divine, okay, well, we're talking about connection here. So, I meant that they were tapped in a direct connection, but I didn't mean to say divine connection, but there's no error here. So for those of you who feel this coming, because some of you feel this coming already, that there is a divine union, that you know this is a higher purpose. You're leaving a lot of things behind. You're kind of thinking, well, I really don't know why I feel this calling to go do something else. So it's a sort of initiation and activation. Some of you are going through that at the same time. Some of you have this to look forward to. But there is freedom and harvest coming up. And a lot of you will, for the timeline for this, could be the upcoming week. It could have been last week, or it could be just in a couple of weeks. But this feels really close. This is a timeless reading, however, so whenever you see this reading, it's meant for you. And remember, like I said, patterns and cycles. So if this is not you this time around, it could definitely be what is in your future. We have past, present, and future influences always here for the highest good of everyone. So, like I said, if you want an individual reading, we have specials. Let's take one more. Well, get one more over here. So, Source, what is your last message what is your message for the High Priestess? High Priestesses, and you don't have to think about it in just the priestess. Just think about it as the details. But there's obviously, you could have been a high priestess in another life. You could have this in your lineages of your family. Or this is what your will be in this lifetime. It just depends on who you are. But you are being guided. We have inner power. That's what, and then acceptance. So it's completely and utterly up to you. So you could be on this journey and be like, no. So it's saying right now, and it's saying your path. But at the end of the day, it's up to you. It's up to you what you choose for your path. Okay, so that's all I have for the collective for right now. Hold on. Yeah, and look, sacrifice. So everything we were talking about, there's a deepening, there's a knowing, there's an understanding. It just really feels like